Hey, it's your gal Asjhane, aka Third Eye Jai, and this is a lyric breakdown. I'm gonna start doing this to my music because more than I want you guys to throw up fire emojis because you like the vibe or the sound, I want you to actually understand what I'm saying. I'm a lyricist who actually puts thoughts and stuff into my lyrics, and I'm trying to give you a message, and I just want to make sure that the message is received. So this is lyric breakdown with Asjhane. The song that we're doing today is called Remember. It is by my friend AP from back in Inglewood, and I'm featured on it. So it's Remember by AP featuring Third Eye Jai, aka Asjhane. Now, I did feature on this song back when I was 23 years old, so no kids, no ex-husband, no baby daddy or nothing like that yet. So yeah, first I'm going to tell you the verse, then we're going to do the lyric breakdown. So, I live in a world that don't want me to exist, but need me living to survive. Ain't that a contradiction? I'm just trying to build my life, build my name, and be my best. But I was born into a world that would rather have me dead. I used to shed tears from my loved ones lost, but after combos with ancestors, now there's no love lost. They say the price of freedom's blood, but I will pay the cost with the blood of my enemies, so there's no love lost. That is the verse. So let's take it from the top, shall we? I live in a world that don't want me to exist. Well, I'm a black girl. I'm a black girl. I've been a black girl in America, a black girl in the Caribbean and Central America. And everywhere you go, the world is full of anti-blackness, and even within our own community, it seems like nobody likes black women. That's just what it feels like sometimes. We get a lot of hate, and the world really tries to go on as if they're better off without us. AKA, I live in a world that don't want me to exist. I'm a black woman in the world, and the world goes on like they don't want black women in the world. But me living to survive, ain't that a contradiction? And also, ain't that about a bitch? But when I say that, I mean that if you actually look at it, historically up until present day, black women take care of everybody. We can see it here in Belize. We can see it with our teachers. We can see it all around. We can see it when it comes to who's still taking care of the families, who's taking care of the kids. We used to nurse our slave masters' babies, and then still have to go work the fields and stuff. We've been literally taking care of everybody the entire time. This world does not span without black women in one way or another. So it's like, y'all don't want us here. The world doesn't want us. They always find an issue with us. Everything's a black woman's fault. But at the same time, you need black women to make the world go round. We have a habit of making the world a better place on average. So you need me living to survive, and that's a contradiction. You don't like me, you don't want me, you want me dead, but I'm here and you need me, so yeah. I'm just trying to get my life. Get my life or get your life. It's AAVE, African American Vernacular English. It basically means like I'm trying to get myself together. I'm just trying to survive out here. I'm trying to get myself together. I'm trying to get my life. I'm trying to get my life together. Build my name and be my best. Well, those are self-explanatory. Those are very literal. Those are not metaphors. Or even similes. They're just straightforward. But I was born into a world that would rather have me dead. I was a huge SJW, social justice warrior, especially around that time. Everything was RBG, Black Power, Black consciousness, all of that. And I dealt with a lot of life-threatening situations because of that, And then on top of that, even within the community I was fighting for, even within the black community, it's dangerous out here for a black girl, So I'm just trying to survive. I'm just trying to get myself together. I'm just trying to live, and y'all would rather have me dead, So yeah. So then I say, speaking of death and following along with that transition, I used to shed tears for my loved ones lost. Well, before I was an African spiritualist, I was a Christian, and in this particular time, I'm referring to specifically the deaths of my Garifuna great-grandmother, which happened when I was 17, and she helped to raise me. And then also my paternal grandmother, my dad's mom, who died when I was 12 years old. Both of these matriarchs, both of these ancestors passed before I had my current spiritual understanding. So I used to cry. I used to cry at funerals. I used to cry when people die, when friendships, relationships, all of that passed. But after convos with ancestors, so basically after I've become an African spiritualist, after conversations with on my avatar type stuff, going into the avatar state and seeing my lineage before me, after understanding that even though these women are physically no longer with me, their DNA is literally within me. Like they never left me. I am parts of them and they are still within me. So after convos with ancestors and after understanding and having my newfound sense of spirituality, now there's no love lost, you know? There's no reason to cry. There's no reason to be fully sad or grieve to the extent that I was before, because I haven't actually lost anything. They're still within me, and as long as I hold on to that, they'll always be there, you know? Even with relationships and past friendships and stuff that we grieve, it's the same thing. After it's gone, you know, as long as you remember, as long as you hold on to those memories of the parts that were nourishing to you, the parts that were beneficial to you, the parts that helped you grow and shaped you into who you are, as long as you hold on to that, then there's nothing to be sad about. You know, everything has its season, everything has its time. So then from there, I'm like, well, then they say the cost of freedom is blood, again, referencing me being a social justice warrior and me still to this day wanting freedom, wanting liberation, wanting to break the mental chains, the mental bonds of slavery, etc. Well, the cost of freedom is blood. You will never get freedom without revolution. And revolution is bloody every single time. And that's just the truth. Look at history, you know? So they say the cost of freedom is blood. Oh, I'm like, well, then I'll pay the cost. But I'm not dying. Someone got to die, but it don't got to be me. I'm not dying. So I'd rather pay the cost. I would rather give the blood of my enemies. I'd rather use the blood of my enemies to pay the cost of freedom. You know, a lot of times we think that fighting for freedom means you automatically have to be the one that died. They always say, look at Martin, look at Malcolm, but people live too. You don't have to. There will be death, there will be bloodshed, there will be pain or whatever, but it does not have to be you. So, you know, if that's how we get it down, if the cost is blood, they never said whose blood it has to be. So I'll use my enemy's blood instead. It's metaphoric with a hint of literalism. If you know, you know. So there's no love lost. So if I'm paying with the blood of my enemies, then that's not my blood. So like I'm not losing no love for it. Like I'm not the one having to do the grieving. I'm not the one having to go through the pain or lose the love because it's like I didn't even pay with my own. I'm not grieving over blood loss or money lost, money spent. That wasn't mine to spend. So yeah, that was the lyric breakdown to Remember by AP featuring me, Asjhane, aka Third Eye Jai. I hope you enjoyed this lyric breakdown, and I hope you look forward to more lyric breakdowns because I got a lot of music that I want y'all to understand. Until next time, peace.